That's great, but in those 5 seconds, do we have that XRP available? The total supply of XRP is 100 billion, with a portion of it held in escrow by Ripple. Remember that we're discussing institutional demand payment flows here, not peanut flows that will pass through the system. Morgan GP processes $10 trillion per night, so when I speak about the $10 trillion that we process, I'm assuming that XRP is worth a dollar. We're talking about moving $100 billion in a single transaction utilizing XRP. Pay close attention to this, you will comprehend it. Well, even if you were able to gather 100 billion XRP, carrying out a transaction of this size would have a significant negative influence on the markets because the market's liquidity could not support such a transaction without producing large price fluctuations. This is a bad idea from a bankruptcy standpoint because a sell order of this size would probably cause XRP's price to drop, as there would not be sufficient market demand to acquire all of the XRP at the current price. However, purchasing this quantity of XRP will significantly influence the price due to the heightened demand in the event of a financial the organization wants to shift $100 billion to XRP, but even though it just takes 5 seconds, it still needs to be purchased and traded at that point. Imagine conducting hundreds of transactions per second, 365 days a year, never closing, and witnessing the daily movement of tokenized real-world assets, something we have never seen before, simply because that's the reason why many find it difficult to comprehend. What will the market capitalization of XRP be? There are certain drawbacks to this, but they're not as bad as they seem because Ripple has been battling for it. It would be difficult to locate one or more counterparties who are ready and able to manage such a transaction. Most market participants are hesitant to participate in transactions of this magnitude because of the risks involved and problems with liquidity, like significant operational risk linked to transactions, including the possibility of fraud and failures in transaction execution, as well as technical risk related to the Ripple transfer. The KYC has all of this built in. Such a big construction and relocation project would bring up regulatory uncertainties. AML KYC regulations would necessitate thorough reporting and verification of compliance, so what coin will be able to manage billions and trillions, billions every day, but also meet every one of these demands? Like taking on an adversary and leveling the playing field for AML and KYC across various financial institutions kinds, and this is the cherry on top. When XRP has a higher value, fewer units can represent a larger monetary amount. For instance, if XRP is valued at $100, moving 100 billion would only require 1 billion XRP, a significant amount compared to the 100 billion XRP needed. Higher-priced XRP can absorb larger transactions with less relative impact on its market price, so the larger the value of XRP, the larger the value it could move without impacting the price, which is very important when you're trying to create a level playing field. For example, if the price is $1, large transactions can significantly impact its market price, leading to volatility. One will perceive a higher price in the field as more reputable or established, which is beneficial for significant financial transactions when dependability and confidence are key. Paramount, well, pay close attention to this final crucial detail and forget consumers perceive higher priced items as more dependable and established. This can be crucial in complex financial operations when dependability and trust are from an XRP viewpoint. The 24-hour volume in the XRP markets today is around 1.7 billion XRP, which is being utilized to move $1 billion, an amount that is peanuts compared to the importance of Paramount. Having said that, gentlemen, please know that I value every one of you. We'll be back with another video soon. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. $100 XRP is way too cheap. Final with the hypothesis that cryptocurrency liquidity will someday be able to facilitate reliable global payments, we began to create waves. We created large payments, RPVL, to enable users to convert to ODL once the market developed enough. This is precisely what's happening. Flip the switch. I believe what we're building, are you aware that it addresses a genuine issue? And I believe that each token represents my advice. If a real consumer received real utility and actual value, then anybody would understand the utility. The token will have value. Vital summary: $712 trillion in DERIVATIVES alone. Ladies, welcome back to A Poe to Write. Let's go straight into today's video. We're going to explore a fascinating subject, and the derivatives will be that. The market value of XRP will depend on the participation of financial organizations. Financial organizations join the platform and make use of digital assets XRP. Kindly, gentlemen, welcome once more to a new episode. It's not just conjecture, these are realities, and as you may remember, Ripple joined IDA this year after obtaining clarity regarding XRP. This will all come to pass shortly. Describe ISDA. The Global Swaps and Derivatives Association is it. Okay, as of the first quarter of 2023, they set a target of $714 trillion, but even so, the value of this alone surpasses $700 trillion. It's approximately $721 trillion. I'm going to show you in very basic terms in today's movie how the price of XRP can't function out of 50. It can, but it's not. It can't do its full functionalities and retain high value. These are current statistics from the BIS Innovation Hub. They are attempting to make transfers. Furthermore, Ripple didn't merely battle the SEC and shell out hundreds of millions of dollars to persuade financial institutions worldwide to reject the financial instrument known as XRP to provide a level playing field. Having fun, listen to this, people, field. You're going to leave this place knowing exactly where the value is going to come from, but let's first establish the mood. Listen to here's what he says. There is no way I could have expressed I figured it out more effectively. Raoul Pal gave a huge wake-up call, saying that you must listen. Don't do this, you realize. Invest in coal and buy to hold. Avoid using leverage. Storage. Take the proper action. Avoid being overly optimistic or FOMO. That's the situation. The largest chance ever presented to us. That is exactly what I have stated, and I have said it all, starting in 2020. Don't forget that in 2012, there was the largest macro trade ever. Even if you're not into cryptocurrencies, technology presents one of the best possibilities in history for us to live in an exponentially growing world. Be cautious, merely purchase, have a long-term time horizon, and learn to tolerate suffering. Continue purchasing until the thesis is altered, even in the face of agony. The likelihood that everyone will abruptly switch to Neanderthals and that no one will ever use technology again is increasing. That's all there is to it. Unless anything alters, the financial system is unaffected and the internet has vanished. We are going to use blockchain technology. All you have to know about it is that it's that easy. All other things are merely sounds. Let's use $1 XRP to move $100 billion. As I usually say, 99% of people are terrified to enter this since it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Market, pay attention to this. Assuming an XRP price of $1, suppose we were to move $100 billion in a single transaction utilizing XRP. We just reviewed the BAS data. Remember that we're talking about $100 billion here. So keep in mind how tiny a percentage this is. $721 trillion, 0.1% of that is $721 billion. If you already know, Ripple is not the only one here. Moving tokenized assets is the key to cross-border payments, as you indicated in More Moving Value. Keep in mind that the Internet of Value. Other possible uses for Ripple's technology. What other uses and applications are you looking into outside of cross-border payments? I won't reveal everything we're working on, but you get the idea of how I was in my opinion. Any transaction involving a middleman or one that calls for a person to sort of commute faith between the transaction and a security settlement insurance payouts, have lots of reasons to suggest, why don't you take care of security? Why don't you work in trade or settlement? In finance, we tell them it's just cross-border remittances, so why don't you do LZ? Is a $155 trillion puzzle that we will crack. First, we will create a difference for everyone in this room. Only then will we explore other aspects, such as linking market infrastructures to support interoperability and facilitate the smooth flow of value, similar to how tokenized gold operates. It is impossible not to go over $100. It is powerless. Just pay attention. They require a steady form of value to complete these cross-currency transactions. You will fully comprehend this. To transfer $100 billion at $1, 100 billion XRP would be required. It's unlikely that there will be this much XRP in circulation for a single transaction for everyone who says they're going to settle it in 5 seconds.